together 100 years. Yes, sir. That is real knowledge. Like this here. Talk to him. Give him something. Skin to skin, bones to clones. Never leave your mind.
Welcome, friends, family, and disgruntled listeners to the 11th edition of To the Maroon, a show about everything and nothing. I am your host, Danny, aka Captain Maroon, and I will be joined by my co-host, Lieutenant Maroon, Sean, in just a moment here. But in today's pod, love is gone. Civil War. The red pill collapse? Question mark? Is that enough buzz phrases for you? Huh? We got also some life lessons wrapped in gaming. And where are we going to put all our trash at this point? Are we going to take it out back? G'day, mate. Thanks for all your polycarbonate and soda cans. I don't know what that was. I apologize to the entire continent of Australia. My bad. And with that, let's go on a journey, my fellow Maroons. Philosopher, please save me. Save us all.
100 bar, boy. Give it. West Coast back in the fold, bringing the fire like that Santa and a window. Sooner or later, gotta acknowledge this game. OG balance with that Minecraft thing. Hood to hood connections all across the globe. Putting these vibes back where they belong. Been better since I stepped onto the scene. Kind of lyrics make your mama wanna sing. Unlock these doors, let me in. It's a philosopher with the gift of being musical tracks, beginning to the end. California.
I can do a gaming topic real quick.
Yeah. Go for it.
I'll do gaming. So, gaming is supposed to be an escape from reality, not a harsh reminder of it.
Mm-hmm.
Games like Fallout 76 and Valheim, these games I'm playing, like you're harvesting resources to build a house, to defend it, and get like attacked. And then like you have to eat and drink. And there's food. And it's like, aren't I playing a video game to escape reality? And I'm just in this reality to like eat fake food, make sure my character is eating. Like, what are we doing here? And by the way, these games are difficult. You can make any game difficult, right? Like you could make Monopoly difficult. Like how about this? Anytime you pass go, you do not collect your $200. Instead, one player will call him the bank. They just take all your money. They just go, oh yeah, you lost all your money. Isn't this fun? It's hard. Play the original Nintendo, Mario. And then if you die once, that's it. You smash your Nintendo, game's over. It's so hard. Let's play Mario Kart, but you can't pick up any power-ups.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard.
But everybody else can.
Yeah, everyone else can. Yeah. So I'm playing this game. No plan B. Symbolic of my life. Might as well call the game of Danny's life. No plan B. And in this game, you set up your guys and you're like, okay, you go through the door here and then you cover him through the window. You have a shotgun and you throw a flashbang and all this stuff and you set it up. And it's like this 2-minute like ordeal, you know, where you can play as gangsters or SWAT. You try to break into this building and try to clean the room. And you spend, at least I would spend over an hour planning the mission. Okay, you duck here, and then you cover this guy's 6, and then you come in here and flank this way. And then once you're done, you hit execute, play the mission. My guys would die within 10 seconds. Just open the door. I'm getting shot. Like the first like doorway, I'd be like, oh wait, there's not enough guys covering that, and then the enemies would just storm through, and then my guys would just be getting lit up, and I'd be like, oh right, an hour of planning all went to shit immediately in 10 seconds. And I think that's kind of symbolic, man, of life. It's like you can sit there and plan forever, and your plan can go to shit immediately. It's better to have a plan than not have a plan. I think you should plan, but to plan forever is pointless, I guess is what I'm saying. Ooh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then it's like you're assuming your whole plan is contingent that your first step works. So at some point,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? You might want to just do it and see if like, oh, 'cause I could have just executed that plan probably after half an hour and, you know, like not sped up the end, but not like taking so much time meticulously planning it and being like, oh, immediately this plan didn't work. Immediately within seeing it within execution. And so, yeah, planning forever sometimes can be kind of dumb. But then just, you know, what did you used to call me? The stoned assassin playing Hitman. Let me just walk in, no plan. Let me not scout. Let me just walk in. Oh, that guy saw me. Oh, walk around the corner. Oh, there's the target. Oh, let me strangle him. Anyone see you? I don't know. What? Let me throw him in a dumpster. You're not even looking. You're just doing it. And it's like Mr. Magoo. It's like everything's on fire and you're walking through the building just totally unscathed, and you would just lose your mind. You'd be like, how are you doing this? And you can't go life through that way, through that avenue of there's no plan, Mr. Magoo. But there is some geniusness in just doing it. You know what I mean? Like endlessly planning. At some point, it's like it's kind of like you see a girl at a bar and you're like, "Ooh, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that," and what happens is, like me, you say nothing, and you're like, "Ooh, I'm gonna," and you're like, "Oh yeah, that's right, I have no game." You say it. And it's like, well, at least if I said something, she could have been like, "Huh, get away," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, that was the odds-on favorite."
Yeah, then you're all up in her head.
Oh, totally, all up in that head. She's thinking about me for the next 10 seconds. Till the next guy talks to her. Like, hey, you like this song? She's like, no music's being played, but you're cute. And then she starts kissing, you know, one of my friends. And I'm like, you didn't even say anything. You just said you like this song. There was no song even being played. And then you started making out. What did you say before that? And he goes, nothing. And I'm like, this is impossible. You gave her swirly eyes from the show, right? You know? Man-seeking woman.
Yeah.
There's no way you didn't within 5
minutes.
Totally
a great gem, by the way. That will be lost in the sands of time, unfortunately.
Yeah, I always tell people, anyone who listens, I'm like, because people are always craving content. Oh, I gotta watch something new. It's like something new isn't necessarily good. You can watch old stuff and like cherish it, or like find old gems that no one watched. If people want an old shows to watch, the two I recommend: Warrior, great freaking show, and they're never gonna bring it back. I think it only has 3 seasons, and that's it. HBO's like, no, there wasn't enough interest, or Netflix or whatever, and the main actor was like, yeah, I have to be in such insane shape because it was produced by Bruce Lee's like granddaughter or something like that, and it was all about martial arts. And great show. The Warrior is amazing. If you like action, and it's like Game of Thrones level like drama with families and all this stuff, it's awesome, and it's done. So there's no like, oh, there's going to be 12 seasons. It's going to go on forever. Like, no, that's it. But yeah, it didn't get picked up. And then the other one, Man-Seeking Woman, same thing. Only I think 3 seasons, same amount of time, and didn't get picked up. Hidden gem. Sands of time. Yeah, it's too bad. Great premise, but maybe, in my humble opinion, it ended the way it was supposed to. He got married, and it's like, all right, now it's not funny. Now it's just sad. Now it's like, oh, let's check in on his life, Josh's life or whatever. And it's like him and his wife just bickering over bills, you know? Yeah. I thought you paid it. No. Well, whose fault is that? I don't know. By the way, I told you my mother's staying this weekend. Look, I told you I don't like her. Why is she staying again? She was here last month. Well, that was Thanksgiving. Now it's Christmas. All right, you know what? We're canceling HBO Max. No, there's a show I like. I don't like you, Susan, you know. Just keeps going. I can just keep going. Point is, it's like, oh, this isn't even fun anymore. They're just bickering about, they're just like in marriage counseling, just arguing about their lives. It's like, oh, this isn't even fun anymore. He's now just dating someone, and it's not even dating. They're married, and they hate each other. Welcome to the American experience. They're both just paying bills, and they hate their jobs. She's complaining about her coworkers. He's in some fantasy league that is like all he cares about, and he loses every year. Hitting a little close to home, people? Huh? Oh! Hitting close home to me. I've never won. I shouldn't say never won. But if I look in Yahoo, it tells you how long you've been playing. 0 championships. 2017, been playing. 0. So my buddy roots against me in the finals. He's like, hey, you lost. I'm like, you're like happy the Detroit Lions. Like, oh yeah, another Buffalo Bills blown Super Bowl. It's like, why are you happy about this? You're an evil person. Whatever. Next topic. Speaking of not even 0 to 60, they're building up to this, dude. I told you about there's a Civil War movie now in all caps on HBO Max.
Oh yeah, it came out maybe 6 months ago.
Was it 6 months ago?
Yeah, it was pretty recent, and yeah, it was kind of like I haven't seen it yet. Supposedly it was like really good, and it just kind of gets you thinking. Yeah, so
interesting.
I'll probably end up. Yeah, I do want to watch that because it does sound like it's a really interesting thinker.
Like what could happen? Like it's an actual theoretical. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, what could happen, but it's not like it's like in the eyes of like reporters. So they're going around the country. The country's kind of war torn by the Civil War, and they're going around and just recording what's actually happening and then taking it back. So it's through their eyes, and like I guess there's a lot of still photos. So they'll take a photo and they'll kind of talk about what was going on and what they saw. And it talks about like California and Texas have this uneasy alliance against the East. It doesn't like try and take any sides either. That was kind of the interesting part. Yeah, it says no, we don't want to take side. We're just trying to get people to think about this.
We want Civil War on the mind.
Well, yeah, that's I guess the other side too. Yeah.
That's me being cynical and being, conspiratorial. Is like,
well,
they just want us to be thinking about, like, oh, yeah, could happen.
But there's no will for a civil war. It's like, oh, we're gonna take over this country. It's like bullshit. You're gonna go on Twitter and run your mouth. That's what's gonna happen. Just like the libs are doing right now. They're running, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're this idea that the MAGAs or the libs are they're gonna rise up, like fuck off, like go on your fucking social media, go on your Facebook post, like get out of here. Yeah, you get what I'm putting down. There's no will for a civil war.
Oh no, there's no heart for it.
There's no heart. Everybody's exhausted. Everyone's like, whatever.
Yeah,
I guess it ain't so bad for me. Look at all the craziness in the world. I ain't complaining. There's a lot of that. There's not like, oh, this is our chance. We're going to stand up. No. Standing up would require people to log out of Twitter, and unable to do that. So,
yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to log off social media enough to actually have a revolution.
Yeah.
And I
100%.
Yeah. And also revolutions are usually the youth, and I think they've got the youth. I think they've got them. They're so disenfranchised. They're like, whatever.
And again, social media, it's all free. Isn't that interesting? Social media is free. Pornography is free. Mm-hmm. Sports are, you can go to a bar, watch all the sports you want.
The things that are not good for you.
The best things in life are free. Well, actually, the worst things in life. There you go.
It's bad, man, because it's like what you spend most of your time, doing is this shit. Just, watching sports and being on social media. And social media, as we've talked about many a times, but it's it's got many disadvantages, and you end up just it's a highlight reel of your life. And then I talk to the person, and I'm like, it doesn't sound like you're happy at all. And or like my friends will like make a joke and my totally open about it. She'll be like, "Yeah, we put this photo of our baby, up on Instagram," and she'd tell me like, "Guess how many photos that took?" And she was like, "That took like 30 photos before we got the right one." It's like, right. Like
Yeah.
exactly. You're taking all these attempts, all this work, and then you're showing the one that's good. And I feel like as long as people are aware of that, that's fine, but I feel like we don't. We all compare. We all do. Ooh, who's this person? I saw this comedian talking about this bit where he was looking at some, chick he knew in high school, and then she was like, he's looking through her bio, and he's like, oh, she's married. Well, who's she married to? And he clicks on the guy's profile, and now he's like, snooping through his stuff. He's like, oh, what's this guy about? And then he saw he was at some wedding, and he's like, now I'm at the point where I'm looking up wedding photos and Chad, who's the guy who married the friend he knew from high school, he's not even there. He's like, I'm just like, he's like, I'm so far deep in the weeds now. I'm like looking up wedding photos of a person I haven't talked to in decades.
Yeah.
Of a guy she's married to who I haven't met. It's just like how
Right,
far
yeah.
removed from like caring in reality, You're like, I don't even know any of these people. Like, why am I judging them or looking at their photos or going, ooh, like, or ooh, where is this Hawaii? Like, who fucking cares, man? Yeah, social media is just the comparison thing isn't good. The spending amount of time on it isn't good. How people just like, it's fine to send a meme or something that's funny, but I feel like people just talk in memes now. Like I have a friend, we just send each other fucking memes. We just bounce memes back and forth, and it's like, all right, we're not communicating. It's just like, oh, like I found like an ad like in like a fucking a magazine. Like I found like like a Wingstop ad, and I was like, oh, and I held it up to someone next to me, and they're like, oh, yeah, oh, and then I'm pointing back at the ad, and I'm showing them it's got new lemon pepper wings. I go, oh, they're like, oh, and then behind the ads, then there's like someone getting kicked in the nuts, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, isn't this funny? And it's like, we're not even talking. We're just showing me ads and then things happening. Like, yeah, but well, my favorite is like memes where it's like, oh, this is so us. Like, it's like, two people making fun of each other in the car or something like that. Like, oh, this is you and me. It's like, we don't even talk anymore. Like, I was in the car with you and you just were on your phone the whole time. What are you talking about? There's no conversation anymore. We're done with that. We've been done with that. Who fucking talks? Who even talks anymore?
Yeah, it's kind of weird if someone wants to talk to me. The whole time I'm thinking, can't you email me or text me? We have all these different methods. Why are you talking to me?
Why are you? It's terrifying, isn't it? Seeing a phone call come in.
There was, you remember The Witcher 3, the video game, and one of the in the expansion is like you end up like you have like a friend who's a vampire. You have to like find someone who's terrorizing. You have to find somebody. So he says, okay, we'll let's go to the master vampire. And so you do a bunch of stuff and you get into the lair, and your friend vampire says, we got to be quick talking to this guy because it pains him it physically causes him pain, when to converse with people, because he talks telepathically or something like that. So talking like it angers him. It enrages him to talk, vocally. And I thought, oh my God, I'm that. Like, I'm the master vampire in this fucking video game.
Now that joke was low key funny.
of like, yeah,
You're the vampire.
I'm the master vampire who's like, I talking to you is killing me, and I'm getting more and more enraged by the second. So yeah, I don't even know what that dude's name was, but I'm that dude.
You're him.
I'm him.
The people say I'm him. You're him. Usually it's a compliment. Next topic. We're all being fucking drained, dude. It's ridiculous. It's systemic. Let's just get bombarded with ads and stuff to buy and endless cycles of sports and political cycles and
I think I don't know what happened, but I ended up, I don't buy anything usually, and I bought something. I bought a trip on the Oregon coast this weekend. So I'm just going to a hotel. And
nice.
yeah.
Where are you going?
And I'm thinking,
let people know. What's the address? I'm kidding.
Yeah, but Oregon coast, and it was I was thinking like, oh man, I'm so alone. And then I don't want to go alone. And I thought, well, what if I'm alone forever, which is increasingly likely. So I just got to go. And I said, oh, this is the nice part about, being on my own is, oh, I want to go somewhere. Okay, I'm going to go. Boop, 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 boop. And then I go. Yeah. You're not like, compromise and, oh, does this work for your schedule? How do you feel about this? And don't we have this other thing going on? Like none of that shit. It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
I that's it. You go.
You fucking go, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
And anyone is like, oh, are you going on your own? Yeah. Fuck off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Fuck
off. Yeah.
Yeah. No, people get so weirded out by that. If you travel alone or if you go to a movie alone or dinner alone, it's like, who fucking cares? Life's too short, man. I've been to movies, gone solo, and just because I wanted to see the movie in the theater. And it was like, it's a quiet experience anyway. I don't know why people think it's a social thing. I swear people think it's a social thing, like dating wise, because it's like, finally, I don't have to hear the other person talk for 2 hours. Time moves on, but there's no energy being exerted other than time just passing and us just watching a thing. So that's why shows are so popular. It's so passive. And I just feel like we live in such a passive society. We just there's just no fucking engagement, dude. People are just on their phones, looking at whatever, looking at some stupid crap. Even when they're in a social situation, they'll be looking at their phone. And I totally get it. There's instances where you got to be looking at your phone, but I just feel like we're so disconnected from the moment, being present and stuff, and everything's like, go, go, go. What's the next thing? And and then we wonder why we're miserable. It's like, well, you just you've constant anxiety about the future. And oh, what about this? What about that? How am I going to pay this bill? Can I afford the new iPhone? Oh, how am I gonna? I don't have.
Yeah, or what am I gonna do with my life? Like, what if, what if this situation doesn't work out, or what if I never move on? What if all of that shit, is. And it's ideal because it's like, okay, the empire's collapsing. Everybody's miserable. What do we do? Oh, let's just get them on their phones. And
look down.
It'll be a soft. That'll be the first soft empire decline. Is like when the the lizard people get together and hundreds of thousands of years later, they're looking at the Han Dynasty and the Roman Empire and the Aztecs and the Assyrians and the Egyptians and the British and the United States, and then eventually the Chinese Communist Party, and they'll say, okay, hey, everybody's empires ended. It was a violent end. It was not a soft landing. So how did you guys do it, United States? and it'll say, "Oh yeah, we just gave them smartphones, and they just like played Candy Crush and fucking Clash of Clans."
Yeah. Incoming hard transition. I sometimes wonder how much they're really recycling. You know, it's like they say they're
Oh
doing it, and I'm
yeah,
like, I don't know. And I try to keep my plastic, like plastic bags or like little pieces of plastic, and I put them in a bigger, like black trash bag, and I've been storing that. I've told you for a minute. Now I have two of them,
yeah.
and now it's
Hmm.
getting to the point where I'm like, I'm one person. I don't even have like a family of four, none of that shit. And I'm like, I could build a boat after a couple of years
Yeah.
of just plastic, floating plastic. It's ridiculous. If like somebody over to my house and they're like cleaning my place, they'd be like, well, here's two just big trash bags. Just get rid of it. And it's like, no, you need to understand how absurd this is. What happens when I get rid of this? Does this go away? No, this is just going to get tossed in like a fucking ocean. So where's it going?
Hmm.
Pacific, Atlantic? Where's it going? To
Yeah.
some dumpster? Like, what happens with this? Like, this is insane to me. That all this plastic is being generated by one person. And by the way, this is just the stuff that I'm not recycling. I recycle. I try to buy this stuff that has the numbers on it. The actual numbers, so it can be recycled. A lot of things I'm finding out can't, but a lot of things can. But the things that don't have a number I have to put in this fucking bag, and it's just a lot, man. And I'm like, this is not going to
Yeah.
break down.
Oh, oh, totally. It's going to go to some landfill in West Virginia probably, and be there for 1,000 years.
Yeah,
And
tens of
yeah,
thousands of years. Yeah, it's mind-boggling to me that we just kind of accept that. Like, yeah, well, that's the way it is. It's like that's some insane consumer culture logic and some
yeah,
insane like, just throw it away. It's like, whose problem is it?
yeah.
Like imagine like
That's
I don't know. I can't even make an analogy of like people go back like thousands of years and someone like imagine one person just consuming a bunch of stuff and then like they're just throwing like their trash onto other people and just throwing it onto other people. Like, yeah, you deal with it. And wouldn't everyone be like, fuck that guy? Like who's
oh, totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is now everyone's that guy.
Yep.
So now it's like, so whose problem is it? Oh, well, whatever. It's Indonesia's problem. They'll take our trash. It's like, what happens when they say no? Well, China will
Yeah.
take it.
When there's no more room for any more landfills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First it was China. Then China industrialized. They used taking up, people's trash and recycling it, the whole thing. That's how they made stuff so cheap. Then now China is like, they've built up and they're like, no, we're good now. Indonesia was like, all right, we'll do it. Indonesia will build up quick. What's next? We're just going to dump it in the outback. Australia. There you
Oh
go.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because it's populated on the coast there, but inside is the is it called the Outback? Like
I
I thought
think
there was
so, right?
something. Yeah, I thought there was some other name for it, but it's like the middle where it's just this like it's just this like haunting land.
Yeah, it's just terrible land. Can't you just see them being like, all right, like kangaroos are putting plastic in their pouches, like they're just stuffing it, like they don't even know what it is. So like, all right, I guess this is my life now.
Yeah, the people who live in Australia, they're like really kind of they're afraid of the outback because it kind of represents their like subconscious like mind and like it's basically like on it's like if you're on acid and you walk around, it's like, oh yeah, this is what the outback is, or it's this like this haunted, yeah, this haunted land a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like how Native Americans used to like revere a certain land and be like, no, no, no,
Yeah.
you can't go on this land. Bad
Hmm.
things happen to you, and then you hear horror stories of people going on that land and something bad happening to them, and it's like, yeah, probably because the wild still owns the land. Like the
Hmm.
wild consumes you, like the Amazon, perfect example. Like if people that lived
Yeah.
near the Amazon said the Amazon was haunted, anyone that goes in it like dies, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right
Oh,
because there's a
100%.
million
Yeah.
things trying to kill you in the Amazon, which
Yeah.
is
You
like,
have like these 500-pound snakes
yeah,
and these like
insects.
insects and the water.
Yep.
Yeah, or like you can't pee in the water because
Right.
there's like
It'll
swim up the.
upstream. Yep.
Yeah, that is fucking nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's fucking insane. And like you hear stories of people sleeping on the Amazon, and they're saying that like everything's moving. Like at night, you're
Mhm.
looking at it in the moonlight, and just the whole ground is moving. Like you have to have your wherever you sleep, it has to be like on like a like a hammock, basically, like above
Yeah.
ground. And you're looking at the ground, and just everything's fucking moving. You're like, okay, this is why are we here? Like,
Oh yeah, and
this is-
eventually it's like, even if you're in a hammock, it's like, what if they fucking crawl up? Like, how the hell
Right.
are they not getting me? Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, man, it's just wild. And so yeah, the outback is just it. Imagine how crazy Australians are, and how like wild they are, and how they treat the wild, and how they embrace it, and how they're not scared of stuff, and they're terrified of the outback. That says everything
Yeah.
about the
Mhm.
outback. Like yeah, I would not fuck with that. So yeah, I could see the U.S. coming in, going, "Hey Australia, we need some land, and you know how
Yeah.
you say it's haunted. What if we just put trash in there?"
Yeah. What if we put landfills and data centers here? What do you?
Data center.
Oh yeah, data center. Oh yeah, a lot of data centers.
Can't have
That's going to
enough.
be the future.
Yeah.
Going to be, we need to build a bunch of coal power plants to power all these data centers so that we can use AI to draw pictures of our junk. Yeah.
What is it, that ratio of how quickly people will turn something in a video game to a dick?
No, yeah, it's how quickly will they, when a new technology comes out, how quickly will they like pornify it?
Oh, there's that too. Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's an actual thing in video games where it's like, it's how quickly people make things phallic. Like how
Oh,
yeah, there's actually like some kind
okay,
of
that's different.
calculated, which
Yeah.
is yeah, it's insane. Both are insane. It's
Mhm.
like when there's a new, I mean, every medium ever, porn has been the driver of it initially. Has been
Oh
like
yeah,
like any.
HTTPS. Yeah, was to so that you could do credit card payments over the internet. And what's the first thing you could buy on the internet? Yeah, so yeah, all the a lot of that, like
Oh yeah.
all the, what is it called, like a content distribution network. So the idea that, like, if you want to, like Amazon, it's not like it's you all go to the same data center. It's like there's a data center in Seattle. There's a data center in Denver. And you go to the closest one, and your computer's trying to figure out which one is the closest, and then I can download the video the fastest. Who made the CDNs? Brazzers is who.
Now that joke was underrated.
Pioneered, or one of the pioneers. Yeah.
Of
So
course, of course.
yeah,
Surprised it wasn't
it's like,
porn.
wow. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. My friends always say, if I'm ever talking to a girl, is she single? I'm like, I I don't care.
Yeah. Or yeah, with my luck, probably not.
Either
Can
she's
I
not.
talk to someone though? Yeah.
Yeah,
No, only if she's single.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Either she's not single, which I've accepted, or she's single, and there's a reason why. That's what I've accepted. I've given up. It's, oh, she's not taken, or oh God, I can see why she's not taken. She's like, but hello. Like, are you Mrs. Doubtfire? What the hell was that? It is
or
what
they're
it is.
just like, or they're just like they can be smart, but like just mentally ill too. They can just be like so fucking warped.
Mentally ill. I know what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
jaded.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's like, you're a smart, dumb person. Like, or yeah, or like, oh yeah, no, you have shown. I remember, yeah, it was some back and forth text with some chick, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, I get exactly. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I'm glad I know who you are now. Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a few
Yeah.
exchanges, Yeah, like you said, people are whiny. It's so true.
Hmm.
People are mopey, and then everyone's fucking busy. It seems
Hmm.
like, and then when there's a genuine connection, or you actually talk to someone and you think it's genuine, it seems like it's so fleeting. It seems like it
Yeah.
lasts for a little bit, and then you think, oh, that'd be so fun to continue that genuine moment with that person again. And then the person's like, yeah, no, that was a one-time thing. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or again, you talk to them more and more, and you're like, oh,
Oh, whoa.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have some crazy opinions. And the more I talk to her, I'm like, will you marry me? Your ideas are too radical, and you're not meant for society. Let's run away together to the moon.
Yeah. Can I wife you up?
Yeah, why? That's also a thing too. It's like, dude, I'm just gonna like settle, be like, oh, okay, like, all right, you seem like you'll do. That's stupid. At this point, to do that would be so dumb. It's like, I, I'm fucking happy doing this stupid little podcast, playing Age of Mythology, and then complaining about, oh, my fantasy team, and then checking out a new restaurant. I know it sounds stupid, but like, there is joy from the simplicities in life. And once you kind of get over the pursuit of love or whatever, or relationship, you're just like, if it happens, it happens. But I don't really give a shit if it does or doesn't.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm glad we're at that point in our society where it's like, hey, you can like we shouldn't be pressuring people to like
we don't.
either have kids or not have kids, and we shouldn't be pressuring like people to like pair up or be oh, you got to be on your own, you got to be independent. Like we shouldn't be pressuring people for that kind of shit. Like there's
Yeah,
already enough pressures in life without like more social pressures of like here's how you're supposed to live your life. You're supposed to be this stoic, like living on your own, or oh no, you got to be married with kids, and you got to be a whatever it is, like a stay-at-home mom or something like that, or you got to get a particular kind of job. Like anyone, yeah, like I think we, at least our generation, and I think the Gen Z too, there's not that same kind of judgment anymore of like how people live. Just you know
yeah,
do what you want to do. And yeah.
exactly. Yeah, do what you want to do, as long as you ain't hurting no one. And it's like you said, life is stressful enough. You don't need to be judging the guy who like working, the freaking the engine room, like the guy shoveling coal into the engine.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey man, you need to find love. And he's like, leave me
Right.
alone, man. He's
Yeah.
like my job's hard enough. And it's like,
Yeah.
you need this to be happy. He's like, dude,
Yeah.
I go home and all I want is like a beer and to like yell at my TV because the Warriors aren't covering the spread. And it's like, all
Yeah.
right, it's like, no,
What's
you need,
new?
yeah, what's new? Yeah, it's like maybe that's enough for him, And if that guy isn't happy, then okay, he needs to find something more. But like for some people, that's enough. Not everyone needs to like achieve a certain level of success to be
Yeah.
happy, or like
Achieve
relationship
a
goal,
certain level of success that's defined by somebody else
right,
who is usually hasn't achieved that on their own or
right,
has lied about it. Yeah.
yeah, right. Hey, it looks like you dropped something. Some knowledge. And it's like, yeah, you can't even like enjoy life anymore. But you're telling me, oh, you should have this too. It's like, I'm glad I did fucking rush into that. If it happens, it happens. But to like, dude, if you fucking marry someone, have kids, you fucking better believe that's the one, because people live now for a long time. Imagine marrying someone in your 20s or even in your
Oh,
30s, and
oh
the
my
next
God.
50 years you got to deal with them, and you're like, oh my god, they chew with their mouth open. Oh, like they're
Hmm.
stupid. They have opinions about stuff that I don't agree with. We have no shared interests or hobbies. I just married them because they were hot, or I didn't want to be single, or
Yeah.
whatever the thing, right? It's like, huh, what have I done? It's like, what have I done? You're doing the Hayden Christensen. But yeah, it's like, yeah, that doesn't seem worth it. It seems like a terrible trade-off. It's like, well, at least you're not alone. It's like, dude, being alone's not really that bad. And if you don't want to be alone, there are enough weird fetish
Yeah.
sites where you could find people that are like, hey, I'm into weird shit too. You're like, cool.
Well, and it seems like too, if it's like, hey, you don't want to be alone, it's like there's, you can you can change that up. Oh, and that'll take me to my final topic is the red pill crowd. You know the red pill crowd,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they're the ones telling you, here's how to live your life. Well, from what I've seen, that shit is collapsing. None of the, I guess we'll call them conservative women want anything to do with these guys. They're constantly like, we talk about moaning and complaining. I mean, that group over there.
Yeah.
And it's like, people are like, oh, I'm lonely, and I genuinely want to find someone. They're just getting preyed upon, and this has been going on for years now. But the nice part is everybody's starting to wake up to it, and the leaders are either like in constant infighting with each other, or they're selling their own cryptocurrencies, not Bitcoin, but like their own Dogecoin and kind of like junk coins, or they're like in lawsuits, or they're just burnt out by the whole thing. So it's like my final that's kind of like the idea is like that whole rift, that whole sale, which is like you're talking about like where you have the really good Instagram post, but then you're pissed off all the time. It's like that is a group, if any group, where it's like everything looks great on here, and I'll tell you how to whatever, get girls and live this fast life, and I'll tell you how to day trade and crypto trade, and just load Gemini on your phone and you're going to be all right. That's all falling apart, and it's a good thing, because it's like we're talking about like kind of like people are like, oh man, I want to change in my life. What happens? You get preyed upon. Ooh, give me money and I'll show you how to do it. So it's really,
or follow this
it's really
ideology, like follow this specific ideology.
follow this religion. Yeah.
Or even like Alcoholics Anonymous is very religion-esque.
Oh yeah, that's a very religious, and yeah. So the good part, is that whole movement is dying off because it's just garbage, and it's just an endless. It's just a joke at this point.
Yeah, it's being exposed for what it is, which is just someone
being exposed,
self-help, right? Oh, this worked for me, and it's like, congratulations, what worked for you doesn't work for everyone, and now you're trying to profit over, people that are like miserable and they're in terrible situations. Or you're going, oh, this is how to talk to women. It's like, dude, not everyone can talk to women. It sucks. It is what it is. To be nihilistic, I guess, about your relationship situation, to be kind of like, oh, like I'm never gonna find love. It's like, I think most people, even the ones that are in relationships, feel that way. Is what I'm starting to suspect.
Wouldn't that be, you're imagining someone, they got the picture of them and their girlfriend, and they're on the beach in Honolulu or something like that. Oh man, we're having such a great time. And then they go, okay, good night. We got a big day tomorrow. And the guy goes to sleep, and he's like, man, I'm never gonna find love.
Exactly. Yeah. He's thinking about that girl from high school. Like, oh, I should have married that girl. It's like, well, now you're just grass is green.
I should have married that girl at hot dog on a stand yesterday.
Yeah.
I should have married her. She'd probably.
I should have.
She'd probably be into Warhammer 40K.
Yeah. I should have wetzeled her pretzel.
Yeah. I should have given her the Lou Diamond Phillips.
Oh my god. Yeah, so it makes me wonder, like, this whole soulmate thing. I do believe in it, but at the same time, it's like the idea that everyone you see, oh, they found it, they found it. I think why everyone's so miserable, there's just too many options. There's so many options now. They found out with humans, if you give someone a few options, like you go, hey, pick out your cereal, and you have 5 options. Of those 5 options, they can assess which one they want and go, okay, I want this one, and then they're happy. If you say, here's your cereal, and there's 10,000 options, going back to online dating, going back to everything, there's a million options, people go, and they go, I don't know that one. And then they ask them, are you happy with your choice? And they go, no, I'm not happy. I think that cereal might have been better. That one looks kind of good too. And ooh, this one looks like it might have tasted good. It's like you're overwhelmed. You're like, There's a reason, I think, why Baskin Robbins was like, all right, 30. We're done. They could have made more. They're like, no, this is ridiculous.
We gotta cap it. Yeah.
We gotta cap it. You can make hundreds of ice cream flavors, but that person sampling them, they'd lose their mind. Ooh, can I try this one? What's this one? Sherbet Ice Road. Ooh, cool. What's this one? It's called Get the Fuck Out of the Store, because you've been sampling for an hour.
Yeah.
Don't have all the options. Yeah, I feel like that's online dating, though. And it's more of a female thing. They have more options than men. But men, you see the options just by like looking at the profiles and seeing the photos. You're like, oh, she looks so cute. And meanwhile, yeah, so does 100,000 other guys. And they all thought the same thing. And now she sees a million options and she's going, this one. Did you find the one you love? No. I think it was one of these other 10,000. I think. Anyway, moving on.
I think like, people are fucking nuts.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
The idea that like, oh yeah, I want someone to make me like, a fucking yacht. Can you build me a yacht? Can you build me a castle? Like, I honestly think like if you went to like a random person on the street and you're like, hello, sir. Wait, what if I built you a castle? Do you think that's crazy? They'd go, no, that's awesome. When do I get it? Yeah. It wouldn't be like, what? This is ludicrous.
Yeah, what are you
It'd be like,
you mean
oh yeah, I could use a castle.
Yeah.
Sure. Like, good Lord.
That's so funny. It took me a few seconds to get where you were going, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The idea that like, yeah, you offer someone something absolutely absurd and they're just like, oh, neat. And you're like, what do you mean? I just gave you the deed to like a Scottish castle off of like the Isles of the
You're
UK.
a lord.
You're
in Scotland now.
A lord now. And their response is, oh, neato. And it's like, do you understand what just happened? It's like, oh my God, or even more, just as absurd. Someone asks for a castle and you go, here you go. And they go, oh, thank you. You're the best.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. Let's hang out soon. Yeah. See ya. Bye. Yeah.
Let's hang out soon. I'd like something. Here's the planet Neptune. Sweet. Sweet. I moved a gravitational force that's so large things revolve around it, and I brought it to your doorstep to the point where you're getting sucked into Neptune, and your last words as you're getting sucked into the sky is you're like, this gift is neat. Let's talk soon. My boyfriend's gonna love it here. I thought we were dating.
People are afraid of snakes, or they're afraid of the dark, or they're afraid of getting, bitten by a spider or whatever it is. You're afraid that you'll build a castle for some girl And then she'll like say, "Oh, thanks, my boyfriend's gonna like this.
Me and my boyfriend we really like this throne setup you've built.
You're chiseling the stone on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
castle."
She's like, I'm leaving, and she's like, well, can you at least finish the drawbridge? I mean, you were so close. And yep, sorry, ladies, I may never finish that drawbridge. I'm waiting for my castle. Or I'll take a planetary body at this point. I mean, when will I ever get my terrestrial planet? Neptune, a moon of Saturn. I'll take Pluto at this point. You're still a planet in my heart, Pluto. I mean, Pluto, I'll even take the dog, the cartoon dog of Pluto. Where is the reciprocity, is what I'm saying. You give planets and castles, and you get back Patrick Swayze. The ghost of Patrick Swayze. You just get ghosted. R.I.P. Swayze. Thanks again for listening on our journey to the Maroon.
When we die, who's gonna cry? Does anybody say goodbye? Does anybody ride? Who's gonna funk with me down the way? 100-bar episode by your boy The Train, aka the Philosopher, building back the tracks back to back to back. Believe that. Yeah, he gave it to me, so I'ma give it back. Yeah, he gave it to me, I'ma give it back. Believe that. He gave it to me. Yeah, he gave it to me. Yeah.
That might be a good end there to the recording.